Hey Kiara, how's it going? Oh, thanks for the shout out. You're numb? Oh, sorry to hear that. And I'm okay. Super sleepy from work the last couple of days. Wednesday night I didn't get any sleep because of various reasons, and obviously Thursday I was doing Dial Town, so I've not really had that much sleep. Super sleepy, can relate. Yep. Sorry to hear you two are sleepy. On the plus side, I've got some interesting cosplay news, so I'll get to that as soon as I've done these links on Discord. Currently doing a weird lean to the side thing because I can't be bothered to move my microphone. Enfys! Thanks for giving them a shout out, Kiara. Enfys, that's okay, sleep is for the weak, which just ended. Alternatively, sleep is for the weak and I am mighty. Nope, I'm weak. I've just been deprived of sleep that I need desperately. And thanks for giving Kiara the shout out, Enfys. Yeah, for those who don't know, Enfys is literally, their first stream was just literally the other day, so feel free to give them a follow. They are, to quote a mutual friend of ours, a delight. Hey Yam, how's it going? Invisible, how are you doing? Thanks once again, Kiara, for handling shoutouts. Yep, Kiara's getting all the shoutouts today. As she well should. Alrighty, that's enough of publicity spamming. Alright, so just a couple of things to show off today. Thanks for the shout out, Enfys. So then, first interesting thing to show you all. The fabric for my Lara Croft backpacks arrived, and that's basically the last thing I need to do for that. So I'm basically almost done with the cosplay. I also tried getting a better top for it, but this one I got it's a better sort of shape for it, but it's a bit bright. Oh well, I tried. Other thing, I found my hidden cache of alginate. And I think what I want to do is, after I've finished with... Oop, wrong one. There we go. After I finish with Lara, I'm going to go back to working on my grounded cosplay. And for that, I'm going to actually try and have a go at making my own sort of tiefling ears for that. So I'm going to take a cast of my ears, model the actual tiefling ears with clay. Enfys, sticky all the things. I don't follow. Alginate is for sticking. Oh no, alginate is for making impressions. Dentists use it for making dental impressions, but I'm going to be using it to take impressions of my ear. What you do is you basically make a plaster copy of your ear, and then you can build your cosplay or shape with clay. Then you get more alginate and make a cast of that, and then you can literally just paint the resulting cast with a liquid latex, and you'll have a latex ear you can stick over your own. Anyway, let's start this game. I mean, I literally, I started off looking for just like tutorials on how to do a scar, because I thought it'd be cool if Grant had a couple of scars. And then I somehow ended up watching loads and loads of tutorials on how to make ears. Yep, mould all the things. And I mean all the things. Okay, so can everyone hear everything okay? Music should just have kicked in. Okay, you can hear me fine. Can you hear the game okay? February the 9th. 11:15, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. No game audio, Enfys. Alright, is that better? Yeah, it's because I'm using new headphones, so the audio wasn't set to them. I really should have remembered to go and make them the default device. Okay, good. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we have only 20 minutes. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you in any way I can. First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing then. That night, the temple and snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 PM that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, wow. Iris? I can't tell you about that yet. Yet? Not until her safety is confirmed. Her? The safety of the Acolyte. The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donim? No matter who or what may come, I can never take a life. Dun dun dun. As I thought, no psycho locks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Also, sorry if I'm a bit quiet, but I think I might have strained my voice a bit in Downtown yesterday. Won't be an issue for D&D, because obviously, V's pretty, silent. But, yeah, I'm doing a bit better than I was at work this morning. I could barely talk then. Which wasn't ideal when I was on the till, but there we go. Yep, I made some choices to voice Oliver. And I don't regret any of them. February the 9th, 11:36 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number... Oh, District Court, Courtroom number 7. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behaviour in the gallery. Suspicious behaviour? He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. This woman is she around, asking for a friend. I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Laurice Denim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Ouch. Your sketch is in contempt of court. Hey, I was just artistically rendering. Ouch. You tried to run away from the bailiff, who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the colour, Viridian. You know, like the second Pokemon city. No, wait, no, that's Vermilion. Sorry. Wait. Which city's Viridian again? No, wait, it is the second one. Oh, yeah, because the anime had that song. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Yep, right the first time. Yep, Enfys gets it. I'm on the road to becoming the greatest trainer. Anyway, Larry. This isn't an art store, now is it? Excuse me, Edgeworth? Wait, no, it's not an art store, none of this is for sale. Oh yeah, actually, I should probably use some shilling, shouldn't I? Yeah, if anyone wants to sort of enable my nonsense, I've thrown some of the art supplies I need on my throne. I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Yep, sorry Enfys, I sold out. Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. I mean, he could have also meant plein air. Invisible, as it was Trans Day of Visibility yesterday, and it's Autumn Awareness Month, support her, meaning me. Exactly. Also, it was Mod Appreciation Day yesterday. I'm also a mod in several channels. That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. Oh wow, who'd have thought that? Fuck Twitch is blocked. But yes, frick Twitch for that Mod Day of Visibility nonsense. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. Okay, fine. You know, if I could draw, I'd have the same reaction to Von Karma. So, see? I've got nothing to do with this trial. At all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realise this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use a technical term, Crimson Lake. Ow. Ow, 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 ew, ow, ow. Stop your pathetic blathering and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness? That was your fault. Testify now. This is too much for me. Poor Larry. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Witness? Please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation, or anything else? Ah, poor Larry. Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realised for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything. Every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Wow. Could someone please give Larry a hug? Someone who's not me? Hey, invisible girl, stop that. No self-defamation in chat today. Oh, you meant you're the true villain, Invisible. Fair enough. Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into the other details at a later time. Yep, exactly, Anthis. Plot twist, she was self-aggrandizing. Oh, Chloe.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. It's your job to be evil, Chloe. How'd you get paid for that? Asking for a friend. So, witness, any ideas as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so you get a big laser in a phallic shape, then threaten the world for $1 million. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right? See? You can do it if you try. Oh. There is only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge.
Hold it!
A number of times. How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night. You bet. Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. Love, you say? It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Wow, Von Karma's really branched out from calling people fools. So, what do you say? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering wuss of a witness, eh? Well, you see. Being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it. Hey, no need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile? If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up. What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me. It seems that I need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone. That's right. Because I've got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces. Now. But it appears that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to complain to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Okay, let's do this then.
Objection!
Invisible, just plant cocaine on him and be done with it. I don't want to think about what giving Larry Butts cocaine would do. Kiara, that explains your arrests, apparently. Okay, that's your story and you're sticking to it.
Objection! Objection!
It's got to be something about the tracks photo.
Objection!
Everyone ready for the weekend, by the way?
Objection!
Invisible girl, you are not. Every day is the same. Yeah, that's fair. Dog walk and taking pet care of a dumb leg broken person. Wow. Kiara, you'll be locked in your room playing Dark Souls, hoping that your place of work gets burnt down. Now that's a mood. To be honest, I need to find a job that doesn't involve getting up so early anymore. Every time it looks like they're about to give me some hours that aren't in the small hours of the morning, someone goes sick or quits and they just throw me back in the bakery.
Objection!
You didn't mind getting up, you have a problem with working late, Kiara? Invisible. We all should quit and we should do bank robberies. To be honest, that sounds like more work. And I mean, imagine the stress. Kiara and Walmart is awful to its employees. I can imagine. I hear they're very anti-union. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be contradicting here.
Objection!
Alright, yep. It seems... Okay, already read this.
Hold it! Objection!
Nope, that's not it. Okay, I think I'm pretty stuck here. I don't suppose anyone in the chat has any ideas. Also, just to be clear, I'd also love to rob banks with all of you. I just don't think it would be a very good way to make it living. Okay, I'm just gonna cheat. Oh. Yep, I've been a complete and utter fool. We know he saw someone.
Objection!
Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry, but having realised just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Gee, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the instant you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But, what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Gee, I think I finally got woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
What I saw, part 2. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You actually saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught fire? I'm not really sure what answer she's expecting there. It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He's just caught a cold.
I never know of that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Hold it!
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
Excited? Dare I even ask?
I think the judge speaks for all of us. I set the meeting time as 10 p.m, right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought you might come early too. Well, it appears you didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart.
Anyway, I was getting a little worried, but I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge, but I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. Did I watch today's lockpicking lawyer? He always does good April Fool's Day videos. Oh, no. Lockpicking lawyer is one of those channels I know about, but haven't really gotten around to watching. Archive panic and all.
Hold it!
This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Ah! Or a little like that. That's more like a punch from Miranda.
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
Hold it!
Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge. Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it. I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so
I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget-it attitude you had at first, witness.
Hold it!
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack from where you're on? How far is this small shack from where you... I have forgotten how to word. Oh, how far is this small shack you're in from the bridge? Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why are you asking if why Edgeworth has a serious face? He's not like he has any others. Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. Invisible, interrogate him and make him break down. Tss. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Yeah, okay, my reason isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone. I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later.
Hold it!
You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah. I thought I'd best tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. Hey King Prawn, how's it going? You also found it odd how Butts always tries to be difficult in this game, these games. Yeah, it's basically his entire character trait. Although to be fair, at this point, they've literally made it a plot point that he's trying to do better. Anyway, it's that time of the stream. Yep. All rise. All rise. Baby, I rest my case. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. I need a stretch. Just realised I've been sitting in this position for like 50 minutes. What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease. King Prawn, it hurts too much to get up from... Yeah, that's a mood. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this? Okay, already done this dialogue. So, you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so? Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold. I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give the testimony to that effect, witness. My reasoning? Okay. My reasoning... is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning.
Hold it!
So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right. We're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven. It's not something you see every day. A real specule. Like, really special. Can we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? Hey, Alkia, how's it going? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. I'm not going to repeat what Invisible Girl called Edgeworth, but yes, he is very ableist. That line was ableist. Thanks for giving Alkia the shout out, Kiara. I'll give you a few hints too, if you like, with my whip. Chloe, your roomie uses it against you from time to time. It's so invalidating. Wow. Your roommate's kind of a jerk. Okay, everyone, PSA. If someone doesn't know how to pronounce a word, either they read it in a book, which is fine, or maybe they have trouble reading it, which is also fine. And either way, it's none of your business. Just because someone, I occasionally stutter or have trouble reading stuff, and I don't even have any issues with literacy. It just happens sometimes. Kiara, jerk is putting it lightly. Wow, I hope you can get a better roommate eventually, Invisible. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, okay. Oh yeah, gonna check the weather data. Okay, the lightning hit at 10. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed before it went out. Oh, that contradicts what you said about Phoenix.
Hold it!
I think anyway.
Objection!
Yes, nailed it. King Prawn plus English pronunciation of a word changes even between regions of the world, and even country. This is true. Like, I think I've said this before, but I was born near a city that has two O's in it, and they're both pronounced differently. Alkia, there are a bunch of English words that you've never heard out loud, only seen in written form. Yeah, I didn't actually realise I was that the word militia and how it's spelt were the same word until I was an adult. I thought like the written word was a different word called milita, and it never actually occurred to me. I'd never heard it said out loud until I realised. Yeah, I actually saw a pretty interesting video on how English spelling got so weird. Because basically the Normans came in and sort of Frankicised all the Germanic Anglo words. And then a bunch of other things happened. And then people tried to deliberately simplify the language, and that actually made things worse. Because it meant some letters were dropped arbitrarily. And so on and so forth. Plus there was at least one drift in how people pronounce things. Because the E, which, the magic E, which shows you use the long form of a vowel. Used to be pronounced like you would in French, with an A. And so on and so forth. Oh yeah, kernels. Don't even get me started on the word kernel. Well, anyway, on with this game. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure that if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, G? What? You make me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 PM. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 PM. That sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 PM is when the murder occurred at Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Larry Stranim. Ugh. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 PM. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. What's your footing there, Miss Franziska von Karma? the slope ahead is slippery, for there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 PM. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 PM.
Which means what, exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was still being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 PM, but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15 PM. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what's happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by the toilet splashback. Interesting choice of metaphor.
Order! 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 Order!
Yep, you indeed. So, there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then, did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Larry we're talking about. And even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything. Ugh.
Then say it.
Very well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
The missing 15 minutes.
I'm a denim. I'm an artiste. What do you think I was doing? Sketching. In front of the bridge. I was being whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page.
Invisible, he was in the bushes.
Before I realised it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Can you confirm invisible? Including the truth, from the sound of it. Okay, you can't confirm. Fair enough.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honour. One very large doubt remains.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it all from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Are we finally going to have a case where it turns out Larry was the killer?
Yep, Prawn, about time.
Hold it!
Tell us, Larry. My name is Larice. Get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies, like I am. Just who exactly are you? I'm Larice Denim, Princess Extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself, in any case. And you are an artiste? Of course, I'm an artiste. The real thing. Yes, again, that is what he calls himself. Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? Yeah, I might actually call it after this dialogue. Which I know it's a bit earlier than an hour and a half, but my voice is really starting to go and I need to recover it before D&D. That is a very big issue indeed.
Hold it!
Sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. The sketch of mine is... Ugh. Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Okay, we have to see the sketch. We just have to. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it would turn out like this. Imagine what? Prawn, you swear if it's French pose. That Larice Denim's debut would take place here today, like this. Ow. Show it, now. Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the work of Larice Denim. Why is there a fire ghost flying over it? Yep, you're right, Kia. Larry is the worst. Well. So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Kiara, Chloe set you on fire. Chloe, you confess. Okay. Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate looking figure? You spotted that. I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she'd injured herself flying like that? What? What did he just say?
We literally had an entire case in the last game about how people can't fly. And yes, Kier, he also needs to stop being a stalker. Yep. We're Raw Edgeworth right now. Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Yeah. Creep tripped auto mod. It's turned up a bit harder than usual at the moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. Kiara. Yep, not even Twitch likes that Radiohead song. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist. Are you? Hi? The girl. She's really high up in this picture. What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Oh, we're getting raided by Dark Persona. How's it going? Can we get a shout out for them? Oh, hang on, I'll do it myself. What are you playing? Ooh, Rune Factory. How'd that go? We're just playing some Phoenix right here. Oh, yep. For anyone in Dark Persona's raid, in case you don't know me. Oh, glad you're enjoying it, Dark Persona. For those who don't know me, I'm BisectedBrioche. I'm a trans woman streamer, variety streamer. Variety streamer is the word. I do Let's Plays of single player games. Occasionally I cosplay. Literally just showing everyone earlier, I've got the material for Lara Croft's backpack. So, and that'll be the rest of my Lara Croft cosplay. And after that, I'm going to be doing some sculpt. I'm going to be taking some cats of my own ears for my Tiefling D&D character. Oh, anyway, but obviously today it's Phoenix Wright Fridays, so I'm just doing some silly voices before I have D&D later.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there's some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake.
Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not? You know, thinking about it, that's a bit of a conflict of interest. I'm going to call a mistrial. Game over.
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let's get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honour. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Alkia, that's not how the law works. I mean, yes, technically. Well, what do you think of my debut piece? Yeah. Basically, these games are based on the Japanese court system. And then it's moved over to America, and then obviously they adapted it to America, where and everything made even less sense. Invisible Girl kind of makes you want a PvP version of this. Oh yeah, actually that would be pretty cool. Like a PvP point and click game, where one person has to play the prosecution and prove someone's guilty, and someone else has to prove they're innocent. I'd absolutely play that.
Get that thing away from me!
Larry's sketch added to the court record. Larry's sketch. Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime.
Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
Okay. She couldn't have been wearing her hood.
Objection!
Larry, what do you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1. That's the truth. Oh, that is the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is only one thing we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. Alkia, you doubt the Japanese courts blame lawyers for witnesses' behaviour just because they're friends, though? I mean, surely any court would actually treat the fact that the witnesses are friends with one of the lawyers as kind of an issue. I mean, like, literally the prosecution is the stepsister of the defence. I mean, this whole thing has to have something that makes it a mistrial. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ugh. A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish foolhardy fool. Oh good, she's back on her fools. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. It seems there are even bigger fools in this world than the one at the defence's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She'd given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? Plot twist. Plot twist. Phoenix can fly. Wait, that'll track of the whole Phoenix theme. Flying and fire. What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you Nick? You dog! Poor Larry. Poor Larry.
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded, straight into the garbage. Ha.
Yep, Larry has that effect on people, Kia. He is very annoying. What is it now, witness?
It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you.
What?
What is the meaning of this outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive? Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Larice Denim, shall prove it.
Okay, I've got to see this before I finish streaming.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Proof that Iris flew. I can't wait to see this.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried I frankly searched all over for her. That led me to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
What's that meant to prove?
A crystal sphere? This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
That sphere. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere. Looks about right.
And it was half buried in the snow.
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay. I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood.
What? Blood? Crystal sphere added to the court record. Found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge the night of the crime. Has blood on it.
You ready, Edgy?
I'm pretty sure that's the sphere that was in the murder victim's staff.
By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's going to push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Larice Denim only a few minutes ago? Picture of the victim.
Objection!
Larry. That night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Miss Elise Denim, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim?
Hey Al, how's it going?
Can we get a shout out for Al? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere.
Hey! That's my photograph. Give it back. Ow!
crystal sphere like this that is quite easy to find. No problem now. Good, just home from work. And chilling. How's everyone? Yep, I'm pretty good. Feeling kind of tired. I'm gonna wrap this stream up soon actually, because I've got to get ready for D&D. Although not as ready as I normally do, because it's a much simpler cosplay. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. And yeah, my voice is already kind of sore from last night's stream, so I need to give it some rest. Oh yep, thanks for giving Nick the shout out, Kiara. Although it's actually his YouTube channel it's going to be on. And of course it's going to be Iris DMing today. That is to say, Iris Spring, not the suspect in this game. That'll be weird. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Ah! The crystal sphere. It's gone. What? 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 Just what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it was certainly not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Denim.
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought and I'm sure you'll realise as well. Is as well, Mars Edgeworth. Elise Denim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Miss Francesca and Karma. The only people who accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Okay, I'm really going to have to actually just call it here, I'm afraid, because my voice is going. Yeah, sorry to finish right in the middle of a dramatic moment, but if I don't stop now, I'm not going to be able to do D&D, so... Oh, anyway, webcam on. So, yeah, the link to his Cursenus YouTube channel is right there. If you want to hop over there now, you can actually set a reminder for when the stream starts if you want to catch that. And that's going to be at 7:30 BS, British Summer Time, an hour from now. We're nice and synced up again with America. Oh, thanks, Al. I will enjoy D&D. Aside from that, I'll be back on Monday with more Tomb Raider. As I said, I've got the material for the backpack, so I might be able to make a start on that this weekend. Although, because of work, that's not certain. King Prawn, thanks for the stream. It was hilarious. Oh, glad you enjoyed it. I think I'm going to send you all to Between Two Gays, who are doing makers and crafting, which sounds fun. As I said before, if you want to support my cosplaying stuff, there's a link to my throne there, and you can just buy me some supplies. Obviously, I'll be able to get them myself in the end, but if I can only spend so much money on my paycheck, you know, what with food and rent and all. So that'll actually probably accelerate things if I was to get any of those. After I've finished with my Lara Croft cosplay, obviously my next project's going to be back to my D&D character Grounded. And I'm going to be working on the wig for her, and I'm going to do some ears, which will be fun. And I'll be tweeting my progress on that. But yep, enough rambling. I'm going to give my voice an hour of rest. So, yep, we're raiding in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Hope to see you at D&D. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And have a lovely weekend.